A lot of the manual effort on auditing for SPLA, that goes away. Yeah, we were able to migrate all but about 5 of the 29 clients utilizing it. And we used that conversation with the clients to ultimately talk about Azure.
And this was a triple win for Center and your stakeholders involved. Can you tell us a bit more of what that means and what has been
Yeah.
so impactful? I'm really excited to tell you the story of Center Technologies. Center Technologies has had a fascinating track in the past 12 months, and we have Todd Smith from Center. He's the CTO and will tell us a bit more of what happened and what has been so successful. Todd, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Todd, tell us your experience growing your Azure practice over the past 12 months.
Yeah, absolutely. So Center Technologies, we're a IT solutions and services provider. Have a lot of managed services clients. We have a private cloud offering, do a lot of project consulting. But yeah, over the last 12 months, we had at least 29 customers utilizing Microsoft SPLA for SQL. And we were working to convert them to Azure Arc. We had a lot of challenges auditing SPLA licenses. Yeah, we were able to migrate all but about 5 of the 29 clients utilizing it. And we used that conversation with the clients to ultimately talk about Azure. So I would encourage partners to not just look at moving clients from SPLA SQL licensing, but use that as an opportunity to talk about Azure. And 2 of those clients, we ended up converting all of their workloads, migrating all their workloads to Azure. So it was pretty exciting being able to utilize something like a simple license conversion as an opportunity and a gateway to move them to the cloud fully.
Incredible. What started as a hybrid cloud, I meet you where you are conversation really transcended and unlocked the potential of Azure for those customers at different stages, even with the 2 that you mentioned that you were able to fully migrate. That's fantastic news, of course. When we were talking earlier, you mentioned this was a triple win for Center and your stakeholders involved. Can you tell us a bit more of what that means and what has been
Yeah.
so impactful?
Absolutely. So win-win-win. So it's something that benefits, our indirect provider, our business with better margins, and also our partners and our clients. So better pricing extended to them. So everyone benefited by this. So our customers' cost went down. We decided to pass additional front-end savings we got to the customer. So we benefited. We allowed them to benefit also. Our margins improved. So that we got additional back-end Azure incentives. And then also it increased our Azure business, which helped our partners out. So all around wins. And
Yeah, of course. And we actually recorded a video speaking to the Azure benefits and the CSP benefits that partners can unlock when leveraging Azure Arc. And the cool thing is you don't even need to go through an end-to-end migration project. This is something that you can
yeah,
transition their existing licensing through SPLA. So it's great to hear that you finally were able to convert your customer base. It seems like you've gained a lot of experience with this, Todd. So I have to ask you, for partners listening and watching, what is your advice? What would you recommend they do that has been so successful for you?
yeah. I think for other partners, there's a lot of complexity debt reduced by this. So a lot of the manual effort on auditing for SPLA, that goes away. And then so it's a lot less to govern. You can focus your time elsewhere. We were able to utilize our existing Azure automated billing. So by moving, this and the subscription to go through Azure, that's one less thing we had to worry about in regards to billing. So it automated our billing through our PSA, and it simplified it for our customers as well. If they're not using SQL, it's pay as you go. They utilize what they're consuming. They can see it in their portal as well. You can give them access to Azure and to view the data in real time. So it brings them a lot more visibility as well. Allows them to scale up, scale down much more effectively. So and ultimately, again, you can have that conversation about Azure, and single pane of glass, I guess, to manage all of your workloads and your server and SQL environment.
And what was your experience working with the DCO team, the data center optimization team at
Yeah.
Microsoft, along this journey?
Absolutely. So by utilizing the Cloud Ascent program and data, we have our first sales campaign up and running. I think we've identified 42 opportunities, and we won 6 of them, and 12 of them are still active. So a lot of growth there.
What is fascinating to hear is that you're focusing your time and efforts, not reporting on licensing, but your
Yeah.
team is actually focused on closing on the biggest opportunities that you have, and the AI capabilities that Cloud Ascent gives you is helping you really prioritize your time and efforts better. Fantastic to hear. I'm glad the DCO team could help you. If you are on a similar journey along your hybrid cloud path and want to explore technologies like Azure Arc, we recommend that you reach out to our data center optimization team. We can help design a strategy for you with keeping in mind the capabilities that you have today, along to being ready for the capabilities that you might offer in the future.